Why are you constantly holding on to people who no longer serve you, who cause a lot of drama, who cause a lot of stress, a lot of pain, a lot of anger, who always want you to get them out of trouble, who you're the first person they call for help, you go running, and when the shoe's on the other foot, when you're in need, they're not there for you. You need to know the difference between a real friend and a toxic friend. Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Jazz, and in this video I'm going to be talking about how we can deal with toxic people, and it's just my best advice on what I think you should do to better your life. So I've created a series and it's linked below, and it's just my best advice on certain topics that I believe can really help elevate your life and make you become a better person, both mentally and professionally. So let's get straight on into the video. Do you ever think, why is that person in your life? Do you ever look at someone and think, why is trouble always following them around? Why are they always saying negative things? Why are they all about themselves? Why do they attract such distress? Why do they always need help? Do you feel like they're draining you? Do you feel like they're taking advantage of you? Because if so, I'm here to tell you that you don't need to hold on to people. Everything that we have in life is enough. We don't need another person's validation, and we don't need to hold on to them so that they can validate us. Listen, if that person that you know is toxic, you need to remove them out of your life, because you need to open the pathway for somebody else better to come into your life. The universe works in such a weird way, but if you have these toxic people around you, you're attracting that lifestyle, you're attracting the negativity, and you are attracting the same sort of life that this person has, okay? So if they've got, I'm just going to give you an example, right? So if this person has always skipped from job to job, never really had a meaningful career, never really stuck to anything, doesn't really know what they want to do, and also everything in their personal life is just full of drama. Everything's like such a big thing. Everything that happens to them is like, oh my God, you won't believe it. Da-da-da-da. And they're going at 100 miles an hour. They're not on your vibe, okay? You're better than them, and you are worth more than having that person in your life. And you need to hear this, because you're holding on to that person for absolutely no reason. You're thinking that you can't do life without this person because you've known them for so many years, because they're your best friend, or because he's my partner or she's my partner. You don't need this person in your life, okay? If they're constantly creating drama, negativity, and is draining you, you don't need them in your life. So what I'd say is, I'd like you to take a minute and assess those around you. You need to assess who is in your life for the good and who's in the life for just taking and for the bad and that's causing drama. Honey, best believe I could go on. Okay, the list can go on. But honestly, just take a handle on the situation. I want you to understand who is serving you in your life, in your circle. Assess it. Once you've done that, I want you to write a list. You don't even need to write a list realistically. You can think about this in your brain, but think about the pros and the cons of this person. What do they add value in your life with? And what do they take from you in life? Do you know? I want you to be brutally honest, because often more than not, we fill our head with excuses for keeping this person in our life. But really, you don't need them. And I feel like taking you and shaking you, because honestly, it's just so frustrating when I see so many people in situations where they don't want to be in, and they're around the wrong type of people. But if you take that person out of that environment, you realise how much potential that person has, but also how much of a nice person they are and how many great values that they have. They don't need to be around this other person. That person will bring you down. You don't want to be brought down. You want to go higher and you want to flourish. All right? So now that you know the pros and cons about this person, I want you then to have And then I want you to make a decision. And I want you to stick to it, by the way. I'm counting on you to stick to it. I want you to stick to this decision. So I want you to know if you want this person in your life or you want them gone. You want them gone. I know you want them gone. But be brutally honest, okay? Now I want you to have the conversation with them. I know it's hard, but I'm counting on you to have this conversation with this individual and get them out of your life, okay? Because we don't need them in our life. Now, that conversation might be very difficult for you because you're not a confrontational person, or you just don't like drama, you don't want to break it to them. I'll tell you a secret. You can treat them with distance and silence. Honestly, you don't always need a reason to stop talking to someone, and you don't need to also give them that answer. You don't need to say, hey, by the way, I'm not going to speak to you from tomorrow. You don't need to do that. You're a nice person. I get it. I understand. You don't need to do that. So you can just start distancing yourself from them and slowly stop all contact. It's because you will really, like, this will shock you, but you will really understand who is meant to be in your life and who isn't by the level of contact and effort that this person makes with you. Think about that one as well. Think about how much effort you might make for this person, and think about, do they actually do that for you in return? The answer's probably not, okay? So now that you've either let them down gently or you've distanced yourself, you're going to feel so much better, okay? Now, the next step is, you don't have to do this, by the way, because, you know, it's not necessary, but I want you to remove them from all of your social media accounts. You don't need to see what they're up to. You don't need to wonder what's going on with this person, because that will have the fear of missing out. Major FOMO. You want to be on that boat having a party with whoever, getting free beer, whatever it is, getting free alcohol, whatever the situation is. You don't care. You don't want to be involved. You've closed that door so that new doors can open for you. And the only way you're going to really shut this person out is if you just remove them from social media. Okay, so that's the end of the video. Now, like I said, these are shorter videos on my page. I do long form content. I post those on a Sunday and I post these videos on a Wednesday. My longer form content involves videos on your career, your mindset and your mental health. Please, if you like this video, make sure you subscribe. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you'd like advice on next. And I hope that you have a blessed day and take care.